We're going to break down each restaurant for you right now. First up is the Bhogali restaurant, which is the Indian restaurant. So basically, all the restaurants, they have a salad bar up front. And they'll tell you, okay, the salad bar is like the appetizer or the first course. So you're supposed to go up and do like a buffet style salad bar and then order from the menu.
I got two things. I got like a vegan meatball thing, and then something else. The chicken.
You got shrimp?
Shrimp. The sauces were good. The naan wasn't quite what.
Naan, no.
It was still good, but it wasn't naan. But it was good.
It was hard. That's what it was.
It was hard.
It was hard and it was thin. Normally naans are like fluffy, soft, you know, buttery and all this. This one was hard. It was almost like a tortilla.
What did you get? It was the lamb thing. The lamb was great. I would get that. I was eating his food.
And I ate her food. Bhogali, how much out of 10 would you give it?
The service wasn't that great, but the other lady made up for it. So about a 4. Oh, that was the one where they gave us big old pieces of steak. Out of all the restaurants, the individual ones, I think this one was the best one for me because the service was good. The restaurant was beautiful. Like, it was just nice, open, airy. The desserts were really good. They were better than some of the desserts we got at the buffet, I think. The amount of meat, though, they gave us.
Huge.
Like, it was a ridiculous, and it's not like a normal steak, so don't expect some high-end steak.
I think if you're one of those people who just like big portions of food, that would be the restaurant.
Yeah. If you like steak and big portions of it, like, it would cover the plate, the piece of steak we got.
I think the quality was pretty subpar. We asked for, normally I get my steaks rare, possibly medium rare. It came out like medium well. The steak was sort of chewy. It wasn't that great. Not much marbling. If you're like a steak connoisseur, like I am, or like I pretend to be, this is not the place for you. This is just a place if you like a lot of food on your plate. They did have, however, like grilled pineapples for dessert.
Oh, those, no, it came with you.
It was a side. Yeah,
the grilled pineapples.
Those were really nice.
And then I got like I think mashed potatoes. It's like a steak and potatoes kind of place. It's really good.
So I'd give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I would say about a 7.
Portofino. This is the Italian restaurant, and they said they had like really nice pasta dishes and all that stuff. Because the buffet was all like
breads and sliced meats,
which is the same thing they have in the buffet. So we decided to just order pizza because they had a brick oven, and we're like, you can't mess up a brick oven pizza.
Well, we noticed like the third or fourth day, get stuff that's like freshly cooked, like off the grill or the pizza, that kind of stuff. Those are the best tasting foods, right? If you're looking for a really romantic spot or just a really nice ambiance, I would say this restaurant had the best. But it's right by the beach. It was like, you know, twilight. The sun was starting to set. It was beautiful. We had a private table. There's a lot of space in between the tables. So even though there's other people, you're spaced out enough where you feel like you have your own space. Okay. The service was great. And they were playing the Godfather music when we came in, which I thought was really good. I was like, oh, this is nice. They play other stuff, but it was mostly like the Godfather soundtrack or something. And it was really, really nice.
Out of 10?
I would give it a 7, 8, like an 8 maybe. So it's not tapas.
It's not.
So it says tapas, and normally when you go to a tapas restaurant, they give you the menu and you pick a few and they bring you like your portion, like the little things. The tapas are, you go to the little appetizer salad bar and you fix your own tapas. So it wasn't like a tapas place. Like if you've gone to tapas restaurants, you know, they bring out like, you know, a small portion of like mushrooms with something stuffed in them, or a plate with cheese and meats, you know, and some light bread and oil or something like that.
It's basically cold cut meats and cheeses again. So you're getting the same meat and cheese that you got at 2 other restaurants and the buffet at this place that they call Tapas, and you're supposed to go pick it up yourself and you order one thing. Like you said, tapas are, you're ordering multiple dishes, multiple small plates to kind of share, taste, whatever. It wasn't that. You just ordered one big meal and got the stuff at the salad bar.
Yeah. So how would you rate that one?
3 out of 10. 3 out of 10 for that one, because it's misleading. And I think that's what it is. Service wasn't great. The roof was leaking.
Yeah, the
super
roof.
Misleading.
So the roof, they had those, you know, those air conditioner vents and stuff, which they leak sometimes.
Hibachi for me was strange because then the whole point of these restaurants are kind of to have that like intimate romantic feeling at the resort, not having to, you know, struggle through the buffet or like, you know, muscle your way through the buffet. So we went here, but then you're sat with other people, which is the normal point of hibachi anyway. But the food itself was also weird. Firstly, they served me, I don't remember what we got. We got dumplings as an appetizer. I didn't get any chopsticks, which is really bougie, but I just wanted chopsticks to eat my dumplings. And they did the beef, and the beef had this pink color, which was the weirdest thing to me because I've never seen beef be pink. Normally you cook beef and it gets darker, but this beef, you cooked it and it got even more pink, which made me think that it's not actually beef, it's some kind of mixture of pork, which then put thoughts in my mind of what are the other things we're eating that's not actually what we saw.
Yeah, the food was, you know, it was okay. By this time I knew what to order and what not to order. Like I wasn't feeling their shrimp, so I knew not to order that. And I was just like, you know what, let's just go and just eat what they have. I mean, it was fine. It was normal hibachi, but the steak though, the beef was strange. It poured on pink and it cooked pink and it reminded us of pork, but they were saying it was beef. I was like, this is not, even the texture, I don't know what it was. I think it was probably pork or maybe some beef we never heard of, or I don't know. It wasn't though. That chicken, and the way they did the portions was kind of interesting because if you were on the side with the chicken and they started over there, you got more chicken. If you were on the side with the beef, you got more beef because they would pile it on your end. But by the time they got to the other side, they only got a little bit. So I got a little bit of chicken and a lot of beef. So the fried ice cream at the end, that is an option for desserts. It's chocolate ice cream, chocolate and vanilla. So if you were hoping for just vanilla, it's just chocolate and vanilla, or just chocolate. Some people got their ice cream like, oh, it's chocolate, and they were kind of disappointed.
It was a Japanese sushi restaurant, and based on seeing like the different types of sushi they had in the buffet, this isn't one of the ones we want to go to.
And it was just because we saw the sushi at the buffet, and also I was like, I think we're good.
Yeah.